Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George. It's that lovely time of the week. It's Frieren Friday for us and Saturday for everyone watching the reaction. Yes. That magical time. It's a nice, relaxing time. It's great. We've just had a little date with Fern and Stark. And now, I just remember we're on the road again now, and we're fighting freaking monsters. It's not a relaxing time at all, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, we're in freaking high-strung, crazy territory now. So, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I wonder how far. I hope we get at some point some sort of like map showing the overall layout, how far away we are from Ende.
That'd be great.
That's no actual indication. Time-wise, right? They could stop at a town and we have a whole arc in an entire town for a whole season or something. But I would at least like to know physically how close they are.
Yeah. That'd be super nice.
If they were to hightail it, are we like 2 years away? Are we 6 months away?
That's a good point.
Like if we could find out, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. We have had a bit of a time skip with Fern near the beginning, and they have been together for quite a long time, even though like anime wise it hasn't really been that long. So I wonder if we'll get at some point any kind of big time skips, or if this is just going to be, something that's actually not too far away. I would like to see a map. Now that you mentioned it, I didn't even think about that, but there's a lot of anime that do the whole map thing, whether it's like scenarios, like a battle scenario or like a journey, and they show like the map where they need to go and stuff. Didn't they show a map at some point?
They did. That's why I'm hoping they do it again. Because when they were talking about the magical series, the magical city.
Yes. That's when they showed it. And they were kind of going to the west, right?
Something. Yes, it was slightly to the west. Yeah,
slightly to the west. Because they had to make a detour, I think. No, it was Sign who was going to the east. And they're like, oh, well, maybe we could do that. But there was like two opposite directions. Now I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I hope
they needed
so.
to go take the tests and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, the original group, their journey was 10 years. And some of that is a return journey. I assume that going took longer than returning. But who knows? And we know that Hmmm was all about, the journey itself, helping people along the way. So maybe that made it twice as long. Maybe if they went straight through and came back to, a 5-year journey. I don't know. I don't know what, the actual time would have been. But I assume it will take them a while. Like at least a year's travel. Right. But probably a lot longer. Was it 10
years? Was it really 10 years? Their whole journey, the first set?
Yes. If I remember correctly. But it was like a decade, right? And she's just like, that's like not even 1,000th of my life or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't even fucking remember the exact. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. Well, this is not a short journey, to say the least.
No kidding.
Again,
no wonder.
I don't know how long. Right. If they helped along the way a lot, they explored a lot of dungeons and stuff too. So like, I don't know how much time that added to the journey, but probably important, at least for getting leveled up, so to speak, for the final boss, getting all the way up to that point. But yeah, I wonder how long it'll take this time, if it's really going to take the same amount of time, or if it'll be a little bit less. Than if it is, then we're going to be getting, I guess we kind of get time skips sort of. Like we get like a 3 month, 6 month kind of time skip here and there. So it does kind of add up. It doesn't feel like a big time skip, because they just kind of layer them in so casually and frequently. But yeah, I wonder if we'll get any. I guess we probably won't get any design changes, so maybe we won't be getting any too big. Yeah, it's interesting actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, sometimes the show feels very macro, and there's like months at a time that are passing within like a single episode, and then sometimes it's extremely micro, and we get like a whole 12 seasons or so, or 12 episodes that are all about one day, with like the kind of battling that they did in the dome, the magical dome. That one was that was a lot of episodes, and in the labyrinth and stuff. So it's kind of it's a show that plays with time on all sorts of scales, both macro and micro in execution, and then in the story beats itself. So it's very interesting. Well, George, I don't want to wait anymore. So all right, let's do it. Yeah, what do they do here, I wonder? Ah, well.
There you go.
We go.
Hyder would definitely have liked that exquisite liquor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what the frick?
Is this a gnome?
I don't know.
Or just a really small dwarf.
Wow, he's been waiting for her?
Seems like it, yeah, that he's been waiting for her.
They're just doing this now, alright. What?
No way! Oh my gosh. Oh, so he is a dwarf.
Okay.
Just a tiny dwarf.
Holy frick.
100 years.
Oh my gosh.
Bro.
Okay. Oh, that's why she had to learn it.
Yeah.
Magically locked? Oh.
Bro, this dude low-key just, or not low, like high-key, definitely just found some underground city?
Yeah, I guess. I guess
like,
so.
this is insane, dude. What the heck?
Yeah,
like, nobody's reacting to the fact that he just found some, like, underground city who was here who knows how long ago, and it's, like, been buried over time. Like, that's wild. That's, like...
Yup.
Find of a century.
That's it. It's over.
Dang.
Oh! I thought she would say yes to that because it was his dream. I don't think... They feel bad, but I think it's going to take a long time to open this, like years. Like, I think they're going to reconsider once she tells them that. Oh my gosh. 3 months.
3 months.
Eh?
3 months is a lot. I am actually surprised they agreed to that.
Yeah.
Oh, talking about time skips, right?
Yeah, no kidding. There it is.
It's already fall. They already harvested. No way. Was this just some elaborate prank?
Holy frick. It's just some frickin' fetch quest that they made up that results in fricking nothing.
Oh, this is the other elf.
There she is.
Bro, what? You did it just because.
I thought it was going to be something like she found the thing she was searching for and then didn't have any kind of like reason to keep going. So she just kind of plateaued. But then she made the inscription with a barrier that no one would break and really no one would even find to keep people searching for something, to give them a lifelong goal to like work towards. But like, she was just literally like, it's just a lark. I did it for a freaking lark. It's like, oh, okay. Holy frick.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
That's wild.
Frieren's like, nah, I don't want this, bro.
Oh boy. Oh boy. No way. You gotta try it. It's too late now, bro.
It's that bad?
Oh, my gosh. No.
Dang, dude.
It's not, the lesson is that it's not about the content, it's about the people you're with.
Exactly. Yeah, like
okay.
you spend your whole life looking for something.
Yeah.
And at the very end, the thing that makes it great are the people that you share it with.
Sure.
Almost implying, not almost, literally implying that one thing that you think will make your life better won't actually do that. It could be great, it could be terrible. It's the people. I like that. I like that lesson.
Yeah, it's not about the thing, right? It doesn't matter if the thing is good or great at all. Like, it's totally irrelevant to what actually matters, right? It's not the content, it's the company. And so whether it's the mediocre or it's the best thing or it's the worst thing, it probably wouldn't have changed really much at all. Like, it would have made the outcome maybe a little bit better, but the bulk of what the good outcome is the fact that you had the journey and arrived at a destination with a group of people. That's that's the idea, right? So yeah, and I mean, and another thing, as a freaking whole other thing, if it really was that good, then it would have been so good that all other alcohols would have lost their luster, and then no one would want to drink all the other alcohol. They would have loved it too much. So there's that.
True.
So
yeah, like when something really good happens, the first thing I want to do is tell my wife and share it with her.
Sure.
First thing.
100%.
If something terrible happens, first thing I want to do is tell my wife about it and share it with her. So it's just like, yeah, man, it's the people. It's not that thing. That's I really like 100%. That they brought it back to that.
Jeez. Yeah, what the heck? Oh my gosh, the crunch.
Dude, like crunch. Oh, okay.
Another town, I wonder? They could hunt some animals. They don't have to freaking eat bread.
True. Man, I love the woods, dude. I'd probably hate these woods because they'll have monsters, but just in general.
Oh. Dang, that's cool. Okay, they did that to check in.
Yeah. Oh, does she have to present her? Yeah, present her first class mage thing.
Oh, they would know her. They're getting closer and closer, right? She'll be more notarized. He looked at a picture, maybe they had. Yep.
Their wanted poster.
Oh, yeah, the wanted posters.
Oh, what's his face? Einstein was there too, I think.
Yeah.
Bro. Are they gonna pay with interest? Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh no. Come on. It's not enough.
I think it's too much. Oh, it's not enough. No, you're right. Break, dude.
What? 300 years? My journey ends here. Look at her.
Bro, come on. She's the mage that, like, helped save the world.
Frickin' All Might looking motherfrickers over here. Holy frick.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh, she's gonna use magic, at least. Okay.
Is she gonna do 300 years worth of work in a second?
It's a great freaking point, actually.
Oh, dude. I love this song too. So good.
Incredible. She like locating the ore or something? Yep.
I don't know.
Maybe. So she's not here to mine, she's here to locate.
I guess so.
All right, they gotta set that up in a funny way. That's funny. Dang, that's cool. What the frick? From nothing. That's so freaking cool.
Dang, dude.
Wait a second. That's not like freaking 300 coins, bro. He's doing the freaking interest or whatever the frick.
Interest and inflation probably combined, dude.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh.
Oh.
What a statement.
They
were a nation, they would have fallen already.
Yeah. So Frieren is their literal lifeline. Yeah. Okay. Right. I was about to say that. Probably enough to cover the cost.
Yeah.
All right. He's more nice and reasonable than I expected.
Yeah. That's a good point. If they can establish the logistic network again, yeah.
Dang. So?
Look at that.
Look at it.
She's so proud of herself.
She is.
How long was it? Was it just one night?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What? They were gonna fight? Oh my gosh. Ah, that's
okay.
Great. I love it. I love it. Oh, doesn't Frieren just give you such a nice feeling? It's just such a relaxing show.
It certainly does. They keep talking about how the state of disarray that the North is right now. And I don't know. Like, in one way, it's very interesting that despite the massive victory that killing the Demon King was, defeating the Demon King, and the amount of peace that brought, like, that wasn't it. You know, we're 80 years in now, over 80 years. And it's funny that despite being an old man, all the demons waited until Hmmm died.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah. But once he died, like, you know, the whispers started again and rumblings and stuff. And we're back. Now, like, is there going to be a new Demon King? Like, what's happening, right?
Surely there will be. I mean, we're 30 years out, which isn't much time at all, and things are already turning into a mess here and there and everywhere, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like how do you get out of this? How do you escape this cycle per se, right? I don't want to say that killing the Demon King was pointless, because it certainly wasn't. At the very least, for the amount of joy and peace that like 2 or 3 generations were able to enjoy. But like, I don't know. Give it another 30 years. Give it 50 years. Is there a new Demon King that rises up? And
100%. I don't think you do end the cycle. I think the cycle exists for people to go throughout their days and their time and their experiences, make choices, you know, be able to struggle. And I think the process is the point, is what I would say in this context, right? Like it'll never end. It just keeps going, and nations will rise and fall, and technologies will come and go. And it's just, the process is the point.
Yeah. The wheel of time keeps turning.
Yeah, basically, right?
It's kind of how it is there.
It's kind of how it is.
You almost hope that in every age that people will make the right choice.
That's
right?
Exactly it. And some people will, and you'll never kill all the demons. There'll always be some demons. They're too hardy and too clever to get exterminated, I would say. there'd have to be some kind of supernatural force to do it. But let's say they never do. There'll come a time where they'll gain more ground and people will make the wrong choices, and then, you know, evil will abide in all of the demons and the monsters and stuff, and then heroes will need to rise up again in a big way and fight back, right? Maybe that's how the Demon King came to be, right? We know that there was, I mean, even just looking at Kraft, right? Kraft said he was a hero of, like, the world, and there was a crisis that you wouldn't believe, way bigger than the Demon King crisis. And he says, but no one remembers that now. It's ancient history. Like, there's not even legends about it. It's gone. It's so far gone. It's forgotten history, right? So imagine what was even before his time and what will be after, right? It's interesting that it exists in this kind of, you know, cycle of the world that just will keep going. And sometimes there'll be a worse thing or maybe a close to as bad thing, but it'll just kind of fluctuate up and down. Maybe evil will be in power for hell a long time even. And then, you know, one day people will fight back maybe and stuff. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if it'll ever be revealed how demons like come to be. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, what, like, is it possible even to kill all demons, right? Like, if this was any other show and there was, like, you know, enemies, killing all your enemies, that's just not a good idea, because it just, A, it's impossible to, like, fully do, and then B, you know, typically and historically, it just perpetuates the cycle of hatred and violence and all that stuff. But Frieren is a show where, bro, kill all the demons. Like, there is no, and I really like that, and I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it again. I really like that they don't pull their punches about the fact that the demons are evil. It's not like there's some misunderstood creature or whatever, or like, you know, it's like, no, demons are evil, and they're evil, and that's it. That's the end of the line.
Right.
Which makes it really easy, A, really enjoyable, but B, also really easy to just say, like, what, is it possible to just exterminate the demons? Obviously, there's like monsters and there's the evil of people and stuff like that. So I'm not saying they'd be like free of evil, but that would go a huge way, a long way in, you know, enjoying peace and all that stuff. And like the story, The Wheel of Time, where there, you know, we essentially experience a turn of the wheel in the story that we experienced, but it is kind of, the hope is that, you know, heroes will rise up. And I like that parallel here with Frieren, that the hope is, like you said, with Kraft. Who knows what he did? Nobody knows. And who knows how many times Frieren will maybe potentially have to save the world. And we just hope that, you know, heroes rise up. Yeah, I think that's essentially what it'll have to be, is somebody's got to do it. And that's in part what makes you the hero, right? It's not some sort of divine intervention where you can pull the sword from the stone.
Exactly.
Right? It's the fact that you chose to do it. And maybe not necessarily success isn't necessarily it is a requirement, but you can still be heroic without being successful. Yeah,
your choices ultimately is what makes you a hero, even if you don't always get the results that are most, you know, desired. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
For sure. Yeah, it's super interesting.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just so torn. I want to know what Kraft was all about and what happened, but at the same time, the fact that it's forgotten, it is like the most incredible story and crisis the world's ever seen, maybe, that, like, it's almost like, well, the point of it is it's forgotten and no one will know, including
you. Won't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, that's pretty cool, actually. So we'll keep it a mystery, right? Because then it can be as cool as you want it to be in your mind, right? It's always the coolest thing if you never really know exactly what it is. So, yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, it was Kraft and somebody else, right? Him and some other guy.
Yep.
Yeah, the two of them saved the world.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, it is cool. It is cool that we don't know. Like, there is part of me too that's like, if we could only just get a glimpse, just like a brief flashback of something. But no, it's, the point of it is that it's, nothing survives the march of time.
Yep.
As long lived as elves are, not even them.
Right.
Even older, they are.
Yeah, right? It's super interesting. Yeah, it's a cool thing. It's very cool. All right, this is a lovely episode. Let's get to some comments.
Let's do it.
All right, I got a comment from Airwave 2K2. Now, usually when we're doing Frieren, George, we pick a comment that gives some kind of insight, gives some kind of thoughtful discussion. But this time, I picked a comment that I just thought was very funny and literally made me laugh out loud. Sign approves the date. Also, know the difference between braids of anger and those for a good mood. It could save your life someday. I really like this comment. It was very funny. And it's just like a little, I don't know exactly how you would describe this comment, but it's just kind of a little play on the scenario and just an extrapolation more than it really is. And it was quite funny. So Airwave, that was a good one. Thank you for that comment. That's it. I got nothing insightful to say. I just thought it was really fun. So there you go.
It is very good. It is very good. Mad Fern is a force to be reckoned with.
That's true.
You wanna steer clear, and if you can,
no kidding,
if you can
right?
tell from the braids, that'll be helpful.
That's right.
My comment is from Odyssey89. And it says, I feel like the way Fern is always the mature one in terms of doing chores and doing Frieren's hair and all. And the way Stark and Fern talk about Frieren, it's kind of like parents telling each other what their kid had done during the day. I really do like that dynamic between Frieren and the other two, right? Like, Frieren is their superior in some ways, is their elder, their master, their teacher, like all these things. But in other ways, yeah, Fern and Stark and Fern definitely slot into a parental type role for sure. And I wonder, is that like Frieren's personality? Is this like, is Frieren, an 18-year-old in accordance to elves, right? And now that, let's say we get to the point where Stark and Fern are like 45, right? Like, is the maturity differential, is it relative to how long they live, right? Or is this just like a Frieren personality thing and she's just slightly irresponsible in certain aspects, right? I feel like it's more so a Frieren thing than a time is relative to elves type of thing.
Yeah.
But there is enough ambiguity to be like, okay, which one is it, right?
Yeah, because I would say like, well, there's Kraft, and Kraft is a lot more responsible seeming than Frieren, but Kraft is also a lot older than Frieren. We know that Frieren's quite a bit younger than him, right? So there's that. So yeah, I would say it's probably a Frieren thing, probably.
Yeah, that's kind of what I lean to, but you never fully know.
You never know 100%. Yeah. That's funny. And it makes me wonder, like, could you, like, you live for so long, it's hard to really know if this could happen, but is it possible, like, usually when you're a human, you grow wiser in many ways, and you grow, I guess wise is the best way, and more mature, but, like, if you live for hundreds of years, do you, like, gain more maturity and wisdom, and then, you don't use it, you kind of lose it, and you're more, like, dumb or less wise or less mature as you go? You kind of get sick of being so mature. You're like, whatever, I'm going to be selfish now. And then maybe you're like, I should be more humble. I should be less selfish. And it kind of goes in waves, I wonder, over time. So like maybe there was a time where she was more responsible and stuff. And now she's in a slump of less responsibility. Now she's climbing out. Because like the reason I was thinking that is like, well, she's learning and growing now, especially with her relationships with humans and stuff like that. So is this going to perpetually be with her as a lifelong lesson? Or like for us, it would be a lifelong lesson. But for elves who live hundreds of years, is this a lifelong lesson that she'll forget in like 1,000 years, right? Is she like, oh yeah, I guess I took the time to get to know people, but I kind of got out of the habit and I don't really think about it that way anymore. It's like, oh, okay. So we made progress and now it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I know of certain things where I had to learn the same lesson the hard way multiple times.
True.
I was just freaking thick-headed, and it's just, for some reason I refuse to learn, and it's just like, okay. So after multiple times, it's stuck, right?
Yeah.
And like that. I think it's entirely possible. Yes, 10,000 years later, she's just like, okay, she really connected with Stark and Fern, but who's to say, her next group she didn't quite click with them. And so, that she got out of the habit of that slightly. And then you perpetuate that 10,000 years, like I said. And yeah, maybe it's a lesson she has to relearn all over again. That's entirely possible.
Because maybe now,
in fact, I think it's likely.
Yeah, because like now she learns the merits of those things, but like maybe that only lasts, like you said, it may only last like 100 years or so, and then she kind of like gets burned by several people, or like people are dying too quick or whatever, and then she's just kind of like, and then 10,000 years go by, and she forgets all about the fact that she had even had that moment in time where she learned about that, and she goes, maybe I should get to know these people. Have I done this before? I can't really remember. I'll try it though, right? So
I do suspect that just the sake of living longer, their memory is much better, right?
True.
She remembered the hero of the South and like all these other things that have happened before. But again, I highly doubt that their memory is perfect. I think it's much akin to like how humans' memory is, right? Like our memory isn't perfect and stuff. And so it would be just a very human thing to maybe sometimes you have to learn the same lesson more than once. And sometimes you learn from others' mistakes, right? Sometimes you just see whatever that guy did, I never want to do that.
I don't want to do that. Yeah, 100%. So very interesting.
It's interesting. Yeah, and then the other thing about this comment too was the parents talking about their kids. That's very real. And it's my wife and I, we talk about our kids all because you just like love them so much, and every little thing you just want to, be filled with everything that they do. But then there's also but now it's time to talk about us. Put the kids aside, and it's our time.
Interesting. That's interesting. It's like you gotta purposefully be like, okay, we gotta stop talking about the kids every single moment. Interesting. I've never considered such a concept.
Huh. Yeah. I'm sure that for some people it's like oh man, the only thing in common we have is like the kids. Not for us, thankfully, thank goodness. But I'm sure it is somewhat like that. But yeah, we could talk about the kids all day and like still have like plenty more to talk about. But yeah, it does have to be sometimes like, okay, enough about the kids. As much as we would love to continue, right?
Right. It's like
other things.
It's not a job. Right, obviously, but it's kind of like that aspect of like, okay, we gotta take ourselves out of, we gotta stop talking about work so that we can kind of decompress a little bit, and because kids are a job in a sense, and they're responsibility,
they're work, right? They're a responsibility. Yeah, it's not job, but it's work, right? Kind of.
Right. So you got to kind of disconnect yourself from that. Yeah, it's a concept I've never even considered. So that's quite interesting. Huh.
Yeah, but that's when when this comment, I was like, "Yep, that's something you do." You end up talking about the kids and stuff.
Very interesting.
But yes. Well, thank you guys so much for your comments. All the stuff you guys always say, they're always so sweet and nice, and we wish we could highlight more, but it is what it is. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. If you want to see the other stuff that we're watching right now, 2 weeks ahead of time, check out the Patreon or the channel membership. Check out the playlist of the channel while you're at it. There's a lot of stuff down there that we've watched. Maybe something catches your fancy. But with that, we'll see you guys next week.
See you, everybody.
Take care.